your take, sir, on this
Yes,
visit
my
and the
take,
outcome of the visit.
yes,
And
okay. Yeah, the outcome will most likely he will gain support on certain things. He will gain personal support. I think that's a given, at least on the short term. I think he will gain support on that the United States will be willing to exert way more pressure on Iran through more sanctions. However, I do not think that they will be open, at least at the moment, for military action against Iran. And as for the Gaza ceasefire, I think Trump would be keen to maintain the Gaza ceasefire until at least all the detainees are released. And they will not agree to any propositions by Netanyahu's government to immediately resume the war in the next couple of weeks. I think the Trump administration would like to see at least the first two phases of the agreement achieved before Netanyahu can resume any military actions inside Gaza, if any. Maybe even Trump will not accept any more military action. Who knows?
Mr. Maharem, what specific assurances is Netanyahu seeking from Trump regarding the United States foreign aid to Israel, sir?
Well, I think Netanyahu has different objectives. First of all, he would like to guarantee, as usual, military, politically, financial support from America, as he used to do, and he will do that. I mean, Trump will give him all the support. Secondly, I think Trump doesn't want any kind of war to be in the area in the Middle East, and he would like to have a proper solution with the help of good allies in the area.
Mr. Maharem, how can Trump does not want a war in the Middle East, and he doesn't want war in Gaza. However, he wants displacement of the Palestinians to Egypt and to Jordan, and this is his own words and claims. It's not mine.
Well, the conflict has difficulties between different opinions. I mean, Trump from one side would like to bless Israel and give them what they would like to do. I think both Israel and America does not believe in the future of a Palestinian state. Unfortunately, this is fact. But on the other side, from Trump's point, he doesn't want to lose his good relation with good allies in the areas more than 80 years. Gulf states, Egypt, Qatar, and so on, Jordan. I think the difficulty is how a kind of compromise can, the test of happened for the last few days about the rejection from Jordan, Egypt, and the other Arab countries in the region about what the statement of Trump about the Palestinian, where they're supposed to go in the future. I think that was a kind of a test balloon to see what is the reaction of the Arab and Middle East countries. Maybe Trump will go around in another kind of ideas with Benjamin Netanyahu. This is not the right time to talk about that. Let us go further for other steps, maybe to show the international world that how America is pure interest to find a proper solution to that conflict. And meanwhile, to give a time to Benjamin Netanyahu to see what will happen in the future. The word victory, Palestinian and Hamas, they talk about victory, while Israeli and Benjamin Netanyahu is talking about victory. So what is the proper meaning of that victory? Who win actually at the end of the day?
We heard today, of course, Israeli citizens sending a message to Donald Trump saying, please don't let Netanyahu play with you, just like he played with Biden, and don't let him and don't give him the opportunity. How do you read this, and what's your take on this, sir?
I think that was a good message because the families of the detainees many times in front.
It was not the families of the detainees only, sir. It was the members. It was the Israeli citizens, which were standing, of course, with the members of the families of the detainees.
That's correct. The message of the citizens of Israel once, but the families of the detainees also are trying to be on Tuesday at the time Benjamin Netanyahu is discussing with President Trump in the White House. They have some kind of stand in front of the White House to give the same message to Trump, not to do exactly the same mistakes it happened before with ex-President Biden. Yes.
Okay, Mr. Osman, in what ways could Netanyahu deal with internal pressures on resuming war as he prepares for this meeting with Donald Trump, sir?
I think that Mr. Netanyahu now is keen on receiving a guarantee from the United States or the Trump administration, in the form of the Trump administration, that he will resume the war at some point. Because basically, Ronald, this is what is keeping his government together. Let's not forget that Ben Gvir and his party, Yehudit, Okmuz Yehudit, withdrew from the government, from the governing coalition, due to Netanyahu succumbing to Trump's pressure and accepting or acceding to the current ceasefire.
As well as Smotrich on the other side, sir.
Smotrich stayed in the government on condition that they will expand settlements in the West Bank, and that's already happening, that they will carry out more aggression in the West Bank, and that's already happening. We have seen them today demolish an entire residential quarter in the city of Jenin, and also that they will resume the war on Gaza until they uproot and topple it from power in the Gaza Strip. This, of course, Netanyahu knows that if he does not do this, then the Zionist religious religious nationalist party of Smotrich will also withdraw from the government, and then the Netanyahu's government will definitely collapse, and Netanyahu will be out of power, and then he will have to go on trial for so many crimes he has committed. He is facing corruption charges, and he is also facing internal accountability due to the spectacular failure that Israel has witnessed, the security failure on October 7th, which led to the death of over 1,200 Israelis, many of them civilians. I think Netanyahu, the only way he can gloss over such a mishap, such a failure, is by scoring a historic victory that will cement him in history as a historical leader in the rather sinister history of the state of Israel, a state that was built on a settler colonial creed. So I think that this, however, whether he will be able to secure that or not stands to be questioned.